from the dean in the next few weeks?
Well, there's going to be a devotion to curing changnesia, and sort of following through with his pledge that Greendale is a forgiving place and that we can forgive, quote unquote, Kevin / Chang, and try to help him through his changnesia. And of course, not always the best ideas will come out of that idea.
The dean wasn't very excited that he was back either, but I mean, is he going to sort of champion this
first,
cause?
but then he was panicked at first, but then, the dean is easily, they got a little ADD, so I think it's just the promise of that this could help put the place on the map.
Okay.
Changes his tune pretty fast.
And is this Kevin something we're going to see carry on for a bit? Okay.
Yes, for sure.
So this will last a while.
That'll last us through most of the season.
Shirley is growing and learning and playing with the gang more. I like that she's getting to be a part of some of the mayhem and the shenanigans.
Yeah.
If you saw in the first episode, pulling pranks with Annie, it was Annie's big idea, but Shirley's the one that knew how to do it.
Yes.
So we're peeling back layers of Shirley's past and finding out that she's, we know she's crazy, but she's got skills.
Are we going to see more kids, husband, sandwich shop, anything?
We will see more kids. We'll see more sandwich shops. Sadly, we won't see more husband.
Boo.
I know. God, I love that Malcolm Jamal Warner. But he's got his own show. You got to let the guy have a life. But we see the back of his head. Wasn't him. I know it wasn't him. Put him in a Cosby sweater. Any black man could be Malcolm from behind. Kidding. We missed him. And then his in-laws. So we see a lot of her family and her life.
You also have some new digs right next to your little
Yes, I do.
love.
Yes.
Are we going to get to see more of that?
I'd love to say we went inside that place because I would love to, but I impact some of Jeff's life with that close quarters. But for the most part, one day we still have to see his dirty apartment.
Do you think the dean is in love with Jeff?
It'd be hard pressed to deny that there's some real love there.
Yeah.
I love the idea that Dan never really wanted to label it. Just sort of say pansexual, everything.
Because he was married, we thought, when we first met him, right? A wedding ring.
Yeah, if you were a gung-ho, if you were a super fan, and you would know that I had a ring on in the pilot, but that's it. But then it just became much more interesting when the Dalmatian stuff started. So
we've heard a little about the episode that you wrote. What else can you say about it? You said it's a little Freaky Friday-ish, but how do you get into this body swapping story?
Well, much like those Freaky Friday movies, it's just a device, and that's sort of what we're playing off of, because I think in one it was a fortune cookie, and one they peed in a fountain.
Yes.
In the original, they literally just say the words. So true to what I think Dan would go with, you go with the original. So we went back to me, at least for me, was the Jodie Foster, Disney one, the first Disney one. And basically Troy and Abed will switch bodies, but there's a deeper reason for it.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun.
Anything good and Abed-centric nearing the end? I know Jim's episode that he wrote is that the one that would kind of pop out in your mind?
I think so. I think there's a couple. How
does Abed play Troy? What did you do?
My whole strategy with anything is like a crazy person. I take out my iPhone right here, and I'll just be like, hey, Meg, do me a quick favor, okay? Just say, what about a bang bang?
What about a bang bang?
Cool, thank you. And then I just listen to Meg say, what about a bing bang? And this is me in a corner. What about a bing bang? No. What about a bing bang? What about a bing bang? What about a bing bang, okay? What about a bing bang?
You did that with Don Draper, too, didn't you?
I did that with everything.
Oh
and it helps me to just kind of sort of start getting into the cadence and the rhythm of people, because Abed has such a specific tone and cadence that it helps me to get out of it, to break out of it. So that's the first thing. I just try to really mix up the speech. And then the second thing, I just look at how people walk.
Yeah.
And I just try to make sure.
How does Donald walk?
Not like me. Because this is... Abed always has his hands though like this, always at his sides, and it's nice to see someone who's like Donald or something like that, who's got his hands in his pockets, a little bit more just like that. His leg is out, speed will be out a little bit more, he'll be like that. Eyes are, just things.
Yeah.
I could
different.
be totally off, but I don't know. This is just how I immerse myself in my roles. How do you?
You did say that you have a lot with Troy this season.
I do have a lot with Donald.
I don't think we've seen a ton of that yet.
There is a big episode where Troy and Shirley go off. Now, we went off in the Halloween episode, but this is where we're actually the proper B or C story of the episode. And it's all Shirley and Troy. And you get to learn a lot about their dynamic. And what I like about Shirley is really skilled at a lot of things that no one would expect. Like her violence.
Yes.
But there's also some like practical life lessons and school lessons that she's good at, and we'll kind of see that in the Troy Shirley episode.
What would you say 3 words are to describe the remainder of this season?
Bittersweet, touching, and adventure.
Jim's episode, I'm sure you talked to Jim.
Freaky Friday is great.
But that all I know is the Abed Troy part of that.
Yeah.
How are you guys involved?
Well, everyone's involved with it because they're acting like freaks.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And it affects the
we're
whole
trying
group.
to talk to them, but they're pretending to be the other person, so
so-
that's confusing.
I deal with Donald a lot.
I
And
deal with-
Donald and Danny's performance in that is Emmy.
Incredible, yeah.
It's not just Emmy nominated, it's Emmy winning. They've already won it.
Oh.
Yeah, they're outstanding in it.
We're gonna have special community Emmys, and they're gonna win them
Yeah.
all.
We have to make them ourselves out of paper mache.
We go to Hollywood Boulevard.
It's great.
Buy them.
Hi, I'm Allison Brie.
And I'm Joel McHale.
And subscribe to ENT TV.
It's just ENTV for all your entertainment news.
No, it's EENTV.
It's just ENTV, so whatever.
It's ENENTEVE. Unless it conflicts with anything, channel or company we work for. I'm Allison Brie.
Signing off.